Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Markets are lower overnight. When everyone started looking at the drier forecast in the U.S. Midwest, the week closes on Friday, and then also the fact that Brazil, central and especially northern Brazil, might get some rains this week. They pushed the markets lower. Beans are down about 10 cents, corn maybe 4, wheat maybe 5. Outside markets, pretty choppy. Overnight, the U.S. stock market was higher and then it traded lower. Now it's come back to about unchanged. Globally, Asian stocks are higher on talk about China might stimulate their economy, while European markets are still lower and concern about parts of Europe going into a recession. As far as this week is concerned, it should be a good harvest week. We expect that corn harvest might be like 35% done versus 50 normal. Bean harvest might be like, say, 60% done versus 50% done versus 60 normal. And it seems like this week the farmers might try to get the beans done and try to let the corn dry in the fields. Some of the analysts and technicians feel that because of this more open weather, because of this little bit negative bias, we might actually go back in corn and wheat and test the September lows and maybe in the beans take out those lows and finally trade below $9 in the nearby futures. We saw the analysts talk about various carryout estimates after last week's numbers. Most people are trying to keep the bean carryout near the USDA number, but raise the corn carryout maybe because of a little bit lower demand. Informant on Friday talked about more bean acres here in the United States in 2015 and less corn acres, and that seems to be the consensus given where the price ratio is. That suggests one or two things. Number one, either maybe the preferred corn prices need to firm up a little bit versus beans to try to buy some of those acres back if we need them, or maybe beans need to drop in the next year's contracts in order to maybe not plant as many beans if we don't need them as much. So in general, we're looking at weather, we're looking at some of the outside markets, we're looking at even starting to look at demand for next year and looking for prices to trend lower this week. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.